A drinkable sunscreen's claims may be all wet. And do you know what's really inside those cosmeceutical tubes sold online?
My patients are coming in with nonsense they bought off of Amazon or other, outlets that they feel are real products, and a lot of the products are fake.
Stay tuned for these stories and more from Dermwire TV. Welcome to Dermwire TV from the publishers of Practical Dermatology magazine and DermTube.com. I'm your host, Devin Garrett. Sunscreens are getting a lot of press lately, and it's not all good. But the American Academy of Dermatology continues to advocate for the widespread use of appropriate sunscreens and warns against dubious products like potable radiofrequency UV protection. Harmonized Water garnered widespread attention this spring for its drinkable UV neutralizer. In addition to the purported UV protection beverage, Harmonized Water offers products for digestive health, male libido, hair and nail health, and even hangovers. In a brief statement on the product, AAD President Dr. Brett Coldiron warns against using the product, noting there is no scientific evidence that it provides protection. This month, the AAD addressed the importance of UV protection for children and adolescents at schools, camps, and daycares. Since sunscreens are classified as over-the-counter drugs, some regions ban children from bringing the products on site without a doctor's note. The American Medical Association recently adopted a resolution to exempt sunscreen from over-the-counter medication possession bans in schools, which the AAD supports. Finally, some good news. A new study supports the benefits of sunscreens, showing that their use may delay the development of melanoma. The study, which sheds light on the process of BRAF-driven melanogenesis, appears online in Nature. Dr. Coldiron's statement on the study notes two key takeaways. The first is that wearing sunscreen is an important tool in the fight against melanoma. The second is that although sunscreen is a critical tool in the fight against skin cancer, it cannot completely ward off the sun's harmful UV rays. Keep an eye out for the July edition of Practical Dermatology with its skin cancer cover focus and more information about SPF in schools and camps. Vegas Cosmetic Surgery and Aesthetic Dermatology concluded its 10th annual meeting last week, bringing together core cosmetic specialists for a program featuring coverage of surgical, practice management, and minimally invasive topics. Attendees such as Dr. Joel Cohen emphasized the meeting's unique flair.
I think this is a really special and unique meeting because it's a combination of multi-specialties. So you have dermatologists, plastic surgeons, facial plastic surgeons, and oculoplastic surgeons all getting together and talking about our shared experience.
Dr. Steve Yolen notes that the topics are relevant to all core specialists.
So when it comes to the topics that are very memorable with regards to this meeting, it would probably be the facelifting courses. I don't do facelifts, but we certainly refer a lot of patients out for facelifting procedures. And by sitting in and being a moderator yesterday and listening to the various individuals make their presentations, I feel I have a better understanding when I refer my patients out for facelifts or brow lifts or other procedures like that.
Dr. Jennifer Linder echoes that notion.
I always love this meeting because of the fact that it truly is a multi-specialty meeting, which means it's dermatologists, plastic surgeons, facial plastic surgeons, ocular plastic surgeons, basically all of us that sort of love this aesthetics field, but take it very seriously in terms of thinking about a scientific approach and really have the patient's best interests in mind. I really love the multifaceted component. In other words, we think about basically that you've got to do everything from the inside out to sort of do a very natural look. In other words, you use great skincare to get the skin healthy. You use fillers in very subtle, beautiful ways. Nothing should be drastic. I always say if a patient has had nice work done, they should look like they came off a vacation, not like they shouldn't look different.
Longtime faculty member Dr. Julius Few emphasizes the collegiality of the meeting, which has grown consistently over the years.
I feel that really what, in particular, Randy's vision has been is the idea that the core four specialty are better together and that we do a better job together providing education to the specialty, in particular the specialty of aesthetic.
Organizers are pleased with this year's conference. Meeting founder Dr. Randy Waldman notes, Vegas cosmetic surgery was bigger and even better than ever, and that is a tribute to our faculty and staff as well as our sponsors and exhibitors. Dermatologists and their patients now have access to a host of advanced skincare products. But what happens when the cosmeceuticals patients buy online aren't what they claim to be? This week, Dermwire TV correspondent Hannah Morrison spoke with a leading cosmetic dermatologist about this growing problem.
Thank you, Devin. Counterfeit cosmeceuticals, now widely marketed by disreputable internet outlets, are becoming a major concern for dermatologists. Dr. Janine Downie, a cosmetic dermatologist in Montclair, New Jersey, is particularly concerned about the problem and the implications for patients' health.
These days on the internet, you can get a fake purse, you can get a fake pair of shoes, and you can get fake cosmeceuticals. And it is making me nuts in my practice in Montclair, New Jersey. And I'll tell you why. My patients are coming in with nonsense they bought off of Amazon or other, outlets that they feel are real products, and a lot of the products are fake. They are, say, Vivite cleanser, and it's, 1/4 cleanser and 3/4 water. And they're coming into my practice like, this isn't working. And I'm like, hey, you didn't buy that from me.
Some patients try to return fake products to the dermatologist's office, creating a potential loss for the practice. And even if patients don't have adverse reactions, Dr. Downie says those who use fake products don't get the skincare their physicians recommend.
There is a saying from years ago, you get what you pay for. A lot of the things on the internet are not what they appear to be, and it frustrates me entirely. With the TNS Essential Serum, some of the counterfeit companies have gone so far that they unscrew the back of it, and then they're putting in something else that really broke one of my patients out very nicely 4 days before her daughter's wedding.
Dr. Downie says patients can avoid these adverse events and be sure they get real products by partnering with their dermatologists.
I'm getting very passionate about this, and I'm very frustrated by this, because the bottom line is people need to understand if you are running out of product, you can call your cosmetic dermatologist's office. Most of us will do charge sends and mail you the product. There is no need to be going on the internet to unsecure websites or looking for the best deal because you're not getting the product. So that's why I'm so passionate about it, and that's why I'm so frustrated by it.
We'll continue to monitor this problem and report on any developments. Devin, back to you.
Thank you, Hannah. Finally today, meet the new face of Ambi Skincare. Sharni Long, 21, is the grand prize winner of the first ever nationwide Ambi model search. Miss Long will be featured in a national print campaign for the Ambi Skincare line. That concludes this edition of Dermwire TV. Get updates anytime at dermwire.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Devin Garrett. Thanks for joining us.